Welcome back to the 100 Horror Films in 31 Days. Today I've got 4 films, starting out with She Killed in Ecstasy, Jess Franco classic from the early 70s. I covered this in detail on Franco Fridays, in fact this last Friday, so I'm not going to cover it here. If you're interested in my detailed thoughts, check out that video. But it is a classic, no doubt about it. Next up is another classic. This is 1973, The Crazies, George Romero. Now listen, I've seen this movie a number of times, and this time I went back and re-listened to the Romero commentary track with Bill Lustig. It's excellent. Highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. This Blue Underground release is really does a great job from a picture quality standpoint and special features. The Crazies is an excellent film, and I like it more each time I watch it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think the sequel, or not the sequel, but the reboot, which I think was 2010, it's okay. I don't hate it, but nothing's going to compare to this. I think this film captured a really interesting idea early in its early stages, which was kind of government cover-ups. Basically, you've got a chemical or biological outbreak in this town perpetuated by the government, and of course the government tries to cover it up. People are going crazy and killing each other as a result of getting exposed. It's a great movie, and what I liked about it a lot, this time watching all the editing, I really became extremely appreciative of the talent and skill of editing, because the editing in this film is fantastic. It moves the film along at an extremely rapid rate, and it's just a tribute to the technical skills of Romero. So yeah, that's The Crazies, 8 out of 10, highly recommended. Then I went back to the Shaw Brothers well and pulled out The Bride from Hell. This is 1971, 72. This is a Hong Kong Chinese film, which I'm surprised, because given the subject matter, I'm really surprised that this one did get censored. Because it really thumbs its nose at Chinese traditions. And the tradition we're talking about is kind of the prearranged marriage type scenario. Essentially what you've got is a guy that ends up has to marry this woman predominantly due to honor. Her honor was disgraced because he caught her naked in bed, saw her naked in bed. I mean, it's kind of ludicrous in today's modern age, but basically because she's been seen naked before marriage, he's been roped into marrying her. But it turns out that she has connections to the other world, supernatural, witchcraft, black magic, and over time it becomes clear that he's married a monster. It's a fun film. It's kind of a slow burn, and that's kind of ironic. This for the Shaw Brothers, a slow burn, but I liked it okay. I think it was kind of a lesser film in the Shaw Brothers filmography. Anyway, that's the internal artwork, and then the alternate cover art. There's a booklet in here about the film, Ghost Chinese Story, which kind of covers the interesting aspects of trying to release a film like this within the context of Chinese censorship, because this did thumb its nose at tradition quite a bit. So that is The Bride from Hell. And then last up, I finished off the Naschy set and watched Night of the Werewolf, 1981. Night of the Werewolf basically is a reboot, reimagining of Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman. You've got Paul Naschy playing Vladimir Daninsky, reprising his werewolf role. And he has been brought back from being killed, basically, because he and Elizabeth Bathory were essentially put to death, and they both return and then do combat at the end. So it's a basically, if you've seen Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman, then you've seen this one. But I would say, having said that, I thought it was an excellent reboot, and it's a very fun. All the Paul Naschy werewolf movies, you can't go wrong with them. They're fun. You know, he puts his heart and his soul into the werewolf character. That's his. I think he loves the werewolf character even more than Lon Chaney Jr. did. But he does a great job, and it was a fun film. Highly recommended. This release on this, so the Scream Factory release for Night of the Werewolf has an audio commentary and deleted sequence, and then trailers and still gallery. So there's a little bit more to the meat on the bones of that feature than past. Also with this set, now that I'm finished with it, there's a interesting booklet that goes over more detail about each film. That covers each one, 2 or 3 pages, I guess. Now there's Night of the Werewolf. I'm really looking forward to the second set, which is coming out in November. I've pre-ordered it. But yeah, that's the Naschy collection. That's it. And that'll wrap up day 26. I believe, let me see here, I am at 95 films. So I'm getting there. Slowing down though, but I'm getting there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.